And we're back again. The time is now 8:43 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
All this time I'm thinking it's like still after 7.
Mm-mm.
Let me say good morning to Mrs. Brown. Good morning. Thank you for that wonderful prayer. She says, good morning. Your life is what you make it. Let us continue to give God thanks and prayers as we go through this week. And good morning to Jefferson. Good morning. Great program as usual. Always wanted to call, but I'm always on my morning walk. I would like to share the website. Very informative. ClarkHoward.com. Wonder what that is. We'll check it out. Good morning to Christal and all others in studios. Okay. It was since last week. Now you can call us at 457-9997. That's 79994. And you can send a voice note or a message. Remember to keep it short, sweet, to the point. Of course, we encourage you guys and ladies to get interactive with us this morning in studio. We've got Ari, Dr. Thompson, and yours truly, Christal, to take you up until 9:45, there about 10 o'clock this morning on
Mm-hmm.
Activated Mornings right here on WEFM 99.9. Now, we're going to touch on the handing over of the CCTV. Well, some more CCTV. Okay, a call is coming through, but we're going to touch on the body cams at this point. So let's see this call really quickly. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Wait, I'm hearing you far away.
I'm not too sure why, but
Is that Christal?
yes, please.
Yeah, good morning. Just to follow up on all the controversies, all the back and forth when it comes to our security. By the way, Dr. Thompson still there?
Yes, he is. Your best friend.
Very silent. Very silent, very silent. Yeah, as Vincentians, we as a nation need to rise to the occasion in terms of when it comes to how our country is governed, administered, and all of that. I don't know why people are so afraid, fearful. We have a democracy and all of that. Anyhow, first to begin with,
Yeah.
in these crucial times we are living in, and nobody can tell me we ain't living in crucial times, especially where crime is concerned. We are in big waters, deep waters. We are among the best when it comes to crime and how crime is hurting us and so on. The recent death on last Friday night of Brother McIntosh, walking home and all of that. But that has always been expected with the breakdown of our society. But some of us don't want to see our society break down. And some of the corruption, a lot of corruption is not being exposed. But only few of us could speak like this, right? But my first problem is how we appoint a commissioner of police. It should not be a one-man show.
Oh.
And I know Dr. Thompson will come in here. In my humble opinion, both opposition leader, prime minister, and whoever the hierarchy is should have an integral role to play in this. And that's why I'm saying it like I see it and how I feel about certain things. Because one hand can't clap in this situation. We need the cooperation of the best resources our country has to offer. And I'm saying that in appointing a commissioner of police, yes, we should have those on both sides of the political fence on board to come to the best choice that we make. Congratulations anyhow to this new, there's so much technicalities, whether he's acting or assistant or what and so on. By the way, what became of the guy who I thought was taking over from Colin John? I forget his name. What became of him? Anyhow, I'll let you guys off there. Thanks.
Thanks. He didn't give a name, so we don't know.
But that's the same conversation.
He's still a deputy. He's still a deputy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But I've heard other views. There's some people who say the commissioner of police should be elected. There should be an election of the commissioner of police, just like the governor general, when we had the new constitution, said one of the reasons why it fell is because people feel the new president should be elected too, as well as, members of parliament elected. And I understand what Dave is saying. The opposition come together, they should powwow, and the opposition have a veto power to say, no, I don't want him. Pick someone else, somebody else who I like, and so I don't know.
That's in a perfect world, yeah. We had this discussion out here, but in a perfect world, both sides will come together and they could pick somebody who's in charge of.
I don't know any country in the world, the United States, right? I mean, Trump might have wanted to pick who he wants as this and that. In England, it doesn't happen. I don't know.
In England, it's elected?
No, not all. Nowhere I know of. Well, you see, in some places, a sheriff and so forth, they have to go through elections and so like that. But it's interesting. We are on a different system. Our constitution, we had the ability to change the constitution, Dave.
Would that have changed how we elect the commissioner of police?
Yes, it would have done. It would have been done by a commission. Dave was one of those who opposed that constitutional change. You know what I mean? I remember speaking to him that he opposed that vehemently. But with that new constitution not going forward in 2010, it then meant we are back to the old system of the prime minister alone picking that. That's the constitution. Now, whether he wants to give up that right and unilaterally he wants to say that the leader of the opposition has veto power, you know what I mean, on it, then that's a different matter.
Yeah, but I don't agree. I think it's fine how it is, honestly.
I think it'll be spinning top in mud, because if sometimes you see how they carry on in Parliament, to have that when they're electing or choosing a commissioner of police, us on the outside. Anyways, it's 10 minutes to 9. We have 10 minutes to chit chat about the body cams and the CCTV. We have not really touched on the homicide number 41. Maybe we could do that, because that might be the shortest of the three. Condolences to the family. His wife is somebody that I knew. I know she was very integral in netball as well. Mrs. Doris McIntosh, more affectionately known as Miss Mac. That was her husband. He was a supervisor at the Sol gas station in Annisville, the last gas station in this district here, heading out to the windward side, right before Villa. And he actually lived right next to it, so walking distance. Now, what is strange about it is, one, his age. The people that are normally killed are within a particular age bracket, especially killed by the gun. And I don't think that I'm alone in thinking that this is just so odd for his age. Who would want to, and why? I think I read on Eyewitness News that it says here, as the headline of the story is, killer left victim's wallet containing hundreds of dollars. I know some people were speculating, for a 74-year-old man, it must have been a robbery. But if they left the money behind, then what does that leave us to try to speculate, to try to get some answers at this time?
The speculation is that this was some sort of contract killing, that wasn't a robbery, that wasn't necessarily a grudge from the individual who did the killing, but that maybe, this is a day where somebody could be paid $1,500 to kill somebody. You know what I mean? And that's really sad. I grew up partially in Addersville, living 4 or 5 houses above Doris. Doris and her sister, Paula, very close. Call.
A call is coming.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Dr. Thompson.
Queens, yeah, how are you, man?
Good. Thompson Bible, is that the same, is in the same constituency?
Where?
Stubbs and Bible.
Stubbs
the
and
same
Bible.
Constituency.
Yeah, same constituency.
And Connery and Georgetown is the same constituency also, right?
Connery and the lower part of Georgetown. Not all of Georgetown.
The way I'm going is that where I'm going in this discussion is that, right, Annisvale is West St. George, right?
Yes.
Where I'm going in this discussion is in some constituency, I'm looking at the population of those constituency and the population of West St. George. Why is there not a police station in West St. George? It's a developing constituency. A lot of businesses, you saying that's going to be the second tongue. Why not build a police station in West St. George so it could be more patrols, more police could get to a crime more quicker in that area?
You have a point there. I mean, new city, new developments, and so you're going to be at Annisvale. Calicoa, which is a major police center, is but a mile away from Annisvale. And that apparently Calicoa covers that area. Now, whether or not, and Calicoa would cover Fair Hall, and Calicoa would cover Brighton, Calicoa would cover, that area. So I agree with you. And then so the having more police stations may help. I'm not sure if that is the ultimate solution of all the different factors that you need to put in place. So, but I have no doubt that we'll build a new hospital there and so forth, and a new city. There'll be a need for something there more intense. I agree with you.
Yeah, because when depending on the seriousness of the crime, you'll get backup. You'll get backup from Kingston. You could get backup from Calicoa.
Yeah.
Depending on the seriousness of the crime. Like in New York City, when a police officer get killed, you don't have police responding from only one precinct. You see police from all over the place, helicopters, from the multiple precincts to converge on the area.
Yes.
But the immediate area, I think, with the developing businesses that develop in the area, to have a police station in that
area. Yeah, you're right.
I know it won't prevent. Every crime is gonna.
It could help. It could help as a deterrent.
Yeah, it could help.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Right.
I have no doubt that the construction of the new hospital, which is the priority, and the new city or elements and so that's going on, that is one of the things that has been factored in. But in terms of, they're probably not going to build a police station first before the hospital. They're going to start the hospital, money and all that kind of thing and so forth. And I do believe, seeing some of the long-term plans, that is like the middle of the list, because Calicoa adequately is covering Annisvale right now, to some degree. And I suppose as time goes by, that whole thing of a new police station at Annisvale will have to chip in. Good suggestion, brother.
With this, they was going to hire like 66 new police, I think, this year. I think I heard something to that effect some time ago.
I'll have to double check that.
Yeah, when they roll out the 113 last year, I think the Prime Minister is going to hire 66 this year. Yeah. Or if not 66 this year, within that period of time between now and 2025. So,
well, I tell you something. Do you know, I am glad you've touched on this, because we were just about to touch on CCTV. And CCTV helps. I mean, we've laid down, I know, when I was their minister, they laid down a whole set of fiber on the Kingstown, going all out to Diamond. And then they had this project where they had fiber going all over the place. So they started in 2018 putting out a whole set of CCTV. And then the central location where the cameras and they're monitoring it is in the central police station in Kingstown. Now they're going to expand that. I remember seeing in England where there was a robbery in London.
Yeah.
And the people drove all the way up, I think, to Edinburgh to get away. And cameras were following them all the time. And then intercepted them within a matter of half a day. They were able to find them from tracing back these cameras. The CCTV is going to help. It's like the policeman. It's like the police stations that are not built yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people who commit crime, sometimes they change the outfit that they're wearing when they reach a certain place, or they may change the vehicle that they're driving. Yeah. So to follow them all the way from the lead to
So wherever they go, yeah. All right.
All
Have a
right.
good morning.
Thank you. Same to you. All right. Let me see. I think we're gonna have to have a part 2 for this because you didn't even
we have
get
like
to
2
touch.
minutes left.
We got 2 minutes left. All right.
No, but
where were we?
I think that
Speculation.
CCTV thing is really important. Really important.
It is very.
Before you go forward, though, the caller mentioned no police station in the Western George district. I remember there being a police outlet in Fountain. I don't know if either of you could remember.
Yeah, the top up there,
that.
temporary police station. Right at
It
the
was
top there.
temporary.
Yeah.
Oh, would
Yeah.
be interesting to know why it stopped. Maybe it fulfilled
They move it around. They move them around to different. So they go to Edinburgh, they go to Head.
Oh, so it's just one singular thing just moving around?
No, when they see some element of crime, it's a policy that they had then of a mobile. They get in, solve a problem. When it's solved, then they could move it elsewhere, you know?
Doc, your reference to the cameras being monitored in Kingstown was a past event, or this is...
No, this is the new phase of CCTV. They start in 2018. Put there's CCTV all around this country right now. Heritage Square, Back Street, Bay Street. You'd be surprised. There's a fair amount of CCTV. There's one right outside my gate at New Montrose.
LOL.
Right? Okay. One right outside my gate where they had to have a lot of accidents. Right at Nemo.
Right.
There's a CCTV right there.
Right.
So we have to.
We got a break, but on the point of maybe a slight correction, I think it's at the Kittel's police station.
Oh, the monitoring camera?
Yeah, I think that's what they had said when they launched. But we'll double check and correct it. It's 9 o'clock. Let's go.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Stop of the hour. It's time for your ECCB currency exchange.